as part of EU Day, which happens in May every year, it's like one of the biggest things, to happen in the diplomatic community, like the entire, people, everybody is looking forward to that celebration, when it's that time of the year, EU Day. Now, as part of EU Day, you actually put yourself out there, and lots of people were wondering, what the hell was he thinking when he decided to actually fight Azuma Nelson?
Maybe I was not thinking. Maybe I was not thinking.
Were you thinking about your life?
I have to confess.
Were you on a suicidal mission or something?
I have to confess today that my wife was not amused and I have to,
about the idea.
I have to drag her to Biko Arena. But thank you very much for portraying the 9th of May and the youth celebration of one of the sought after. We are not in the competition of being the biggest, but we are in the competition to be the most genuine in terms of reaching out and embracing the Ghanaian people. And I have to say, and this is really sincere, I've discovered boxing in this country. I have a soft spot for the sport. I am almost no one on the boxing thing, but I wanted to illustrate that we could embrace a category of the population who never met any diplomats in their life, don't have any idea of what the European Union can be, and it's not on them, it's on us. I'm not the one thinking that people should come to me. I'm the one believing I should come
go to the people
and then sing the gospel or whatever of the European Union, or at least portray and illustrate that we are not placated in dull and faraway offices doing stupid things with no interest whatsoever. So that was the rationale. So the idea is, yes, I'm training, I'm trying to do something in the boxing since I arrived. Why not giving it a try? And it happens that this country has produced some of the best world stars. Why don't we use them?
Yeah, absolutely.
And, this is the reason why, as I said, I was hinting at today, just a few minutes before I came for this interview. I had a farewell lunch with my boxing family around me. I'm sure you will use the picture.
Right, I mean...
Because, these are the people I've been interacting very closely. I'm training 4 to 5 times a week.
Throwing some punches here and there.
It's not as exciting sometimes. It's very boring. Sometimes you're asking, why do I inflict this to myself? You're
not a pro. Why don't you just mind your business?
It's like flying in any mountain. When you're at the top, you see all the beauty of the view.
Right.
You say, okay, tomorrow we do it.
Yeah.
So my point is, I'm very happy and honored that this day we have been gathering 4,000 youngsters from Bukom and surrounding areas who had the chance to see what it is, the European Union. Who is this guy? Who is the European ambassador? Blah, 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 blah.
What is the EU about?
I brought with me many of our colleagues.
Yes.
For them, it was some of them. It was the first time there, but for the crowd, it was very interesting. Oh, these are the guys who are working with us or for us or whatever. We are partnering with this beautiful country called Ghana, and I'm very proud I played a small part in order to reach new audience. And I hope we'll be able to do that.
You did. That was very symbolic. Again, it says everything there is to know when it comes to the European Union and, strategically connecting with the locals. And I think that day we were there with our cameras and we were ensuring that we don't miss out on a thing on the ground. The crowd that came, the support of your colleague EU diplomats, and also the locals, the enthusiasm that they displayed on the night of the event, it's just about relating with the people who are making policies and working with our country. And so for them to have been given the opportunity to share the same space with these people and interact with these people, do you know how profound that was? You know, when to the ordinary child, boy, girl who was there and we even saw those babies in there. And it was amazing to see them. Catching them young is the best thing to do. I don't know whose idea that was, to have identified, their talents at such an early stage of their lives. But I think that it was very profound. And that's like something that nobody, are we going to see this? How does this even work? So what, you introduce something like this and you go and then what, you take it with you, or how does it even work?
No, we had a discussion today, and I think the main conclusion of the discussion hosted Azuma Nelson, Professor Nelson, his crowd. I hosted as well Freezy McBones.
Are you going to be taking some of these policies with you, or you are going to leave them behind?
The conclusion of this conversation we had as well with the coach and the father of the young Prince Larvi, who was, really has a huge future for him. And the conclusion of the conversation, we have planted a seed.
How do we ensure that it grows?
We have planted a seed, and we had that conversation. There were ideas on both sides of the table, but there is a sense of shared responsibility to make that seed grow. So I'm not sad. I'm pretty happy and proud to have contributed amongst others to plant the seed, and I'm pretty sure, because I see the energy, I see the commitment, that these seeds will grow.
Okay, so Diplo Rumble was a huge success. Congratulations on that once again.
Yeah.
So I'm still talking to the head of the EU delegation to Ghana, His Excellency Irchad Razaaly. We've been doing a recap of his stay in this country. There's so much portfolio that we cannot really take everything bit by bit, but we are trying as much as possible to just take, and then whatever it is that we remember, we will be able to have a conversation around it. And so this is very much of a flexible atmosphere and environment, and a platform created for us to just, interact with His Excellency Irchad Razaaly. I want us to talk about the highs and lows behind the camera. I'm not going to tell you what he said, but I want us to talk about the highs and lows. Ever hit a rock bottom?
Never in Ghana.
Ha!
How come?
How come?
Because this is a wonderful country. This is a wonderful assignment.
Ooh.
No, of course it is. When you hit a rock bottom, the only thing is to learn out of it and to, move forward and rebound. Take the lessons and get it for you, and avoid to make the same mistake or being bound in the same trap or whatever. So, no.
What would be your lowest in going about your job?
Lowest? No, it's not lowest. The most difficult part is when you have the strong disagreement with other people or institutions who have the same what you're doing, or sometimes you might have challenges on internal management. This happens in the organization. I will not qualify that as a lowest. I'm just saying that the challenges are inherent to the type of work. We have 60 staff, and
quite a number
from different nationalities, but we are interacting with Brussels institutions, which are several. Some of your friends diplomats.
Right.
So, you know, Brussels is a monster with several heads. Not my words, but I like the image,
Right.
meaning that your job as well is to ensure some sort of coordination,
Right.
to ensure that everyone is on the same page.
Yes.
Because you have to make different services work towards the same direction in order to back you, to steer your work. So there are no laws, there are challenges or there are issues that you don't want to leave unattended.
Right.
And these are not issues that are popping up as some of the priorities. Okay, when we interact, you must know that, okay, when we leave this, I will do appraisal for 5 of my staff, which I've not done. I will be closing soon. You know, I do this. So it's not a law, it's something I have to do, and which is not in the gloom of the job. So the recipe for me is to have a balanced approach between what you have to do outside, what you have to do inside, what you have to do with the Ghanaian authorities and the Ghanaian counterparts in their many areas, governments, the society, people, journalists, etc. And what you have as well to do in order to make sure that this mission is backed and understood, or you understand as well the instructions coming from Brussels, and make sure that they are, you know, compatible with the local reality.
Right. Highs. I want to believe there are so many highs. Let's talk about the highs.
Highs. I have been privileged in this job and in this particular assignment because we have seen a lot of seeds popping up and flourishing. Security. This is something we have been requested by the previous administration as early as November 2021 to explore what we can do more in order to reinforce Ghana's standing in the field of security, in the field of stability. And this translated 2 years after into the handing over of 105 armored vehicles, which is significant.
Yeah.
And which has been followed more recently with the handing over of critical material. And what I like, it's not limited to the hard defense and military thing, but the defense itself said, no, we want to have material for us to address some of the needs of the population in remote areas, what they call human security. And this is very special about Ghana, the sense of having a balance between pure defense and security, which is needed, and at the same time addressing the needs of the population. So this is one element. Another element is the vaccines. When I arrived the 1st of September 2021, we were with a blank sheet of paper, literally a blank sheet of paper. A few months after, we realized and we came up with a strategy coming from the Ghanaian administration, saying we have this ambition to become a vaccine hub for West Africa or for Africa. And say, okay, why not? The European Union, and I think it's an important statement, is here to support Ghana's self-reliance on many areas. I've mentioned agriculture, I've mentioned security. Now I'm mentioning vaccines. Self-reliance. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
2 years after, we have organized a groundbreaking ceremony for a vaccine manufacturing facility. I visited a few weeks ago. Works are well ahead. And in the medium term, Ghana will be a major vaccine producing for the rest of the continent, alongside a selected number of countries like South Africa, like Rwanda, like Senegal. You know? So this is a huge achievement. And this is where European ability and capacity and willingness meets Ghanaian ambition and vision. So this is a perfect illustration of what a partnership is. You have a vision, you have an ambition, you have a policy. Okay, we have the means, we can mobilize financial needs, technological needs, etc., etc. Let's do it together in order to leave a long-lasting mark in the country, in order for the country not only to serve its own needs, but to serve the needs of all the continent and the rest of the world. Because these vaccines will be, I don't want to be too technical, but there are global off-take scheme, etc., etc. President Mahama, in June recently, I was reading, attended a critical summit in Brussels under the aegis of Gavi, Global Alliance for Vaccines, precisely to secure this type of element, to make this type of project profitable and sustainable on the long run.
Interesting. I believe there are
many more
that we cannot talk about. It's, like I said, it's a very huge portfolio in that direction. So that's huge.
I would like to say that one of the other was the latest political dialogue. We are conducting a political dialogue here with the government, which is the apex of a year-long dialogue with several departments. This time around, it has been opened by the President of the Republic himself, His Excellency John Mahama, which is an indication of the implication and the recognition of the quality of the partnership and the willingness of Ghana to nurture the partnership, which is a very important indication. And I have to say, I was really proud to bring this yearly meeting to such level of attention and commitment by the Ghanaian authorities, because this dialogue covers the full range of what we are doing together. It's not the full range of the EU activities, it's what we are doing together. From economic transformation to trade, the European Union is the number one trade partner to Ghana, 6.4 billion euros. Education, security, agriculture, energy, vaccine, migration, you name it. So I'm very proud that the European Union is recognized as a partner, which is not only a donor partner, not only a trade partner, but recognized as a full-fledged partner in a wide area. Issues of common interest at global level, UN Security Council issues, so on and so forth. So this is, for me, one of the things which will make me proud.
Wow, that's very, very impressive. I want us to get a bit personal. Shall we move on as we wrap up?
Let's move on.
Okay. Now,
I'm getting scared.
You know you are in safe hands. You are in safe hands. There's no need to be worried. I got you, as always. Right? Okay. We're going to talk about food. We'll talk about music. Listen, I've seen a few of your dance moves. I saw one that you did with your colleague, Ambassador and Sophie Abe. I know he's a very good friend of yours as well. And, you know, I'm definitely featuring that video in this interview. I'm just going to take the minds of the people back, you know.
I'm not ashamed of it. I think people are...
Okay.
I know.
You know, just to refresh the memories of our people, they can see, you know, a few. Do you love Ghanaian music?
I love what Ghana has to offer on the cultural realm, and it's very diverse. The music, the painting, the sculpture, an even deeper aspect of the culture. I am a huge fan of the Chin Chin Museum because our brother there has made something amazing. with spiritual significance as well, because culture is the best link between our good selves
Right.
and I would say another realm beyond ourselves. I like the food, not all type of food, but I like the food.
Okay, let's talk about the food. Specifically, what kind of food do you like? Ghanaian food. Have you tried? Don't tell me jollof, because I've had enough of where each time I pose this question to the diplomats here, they say, oh, jollof, Okay, not jollof. No, okay, cool. Yeah, cool. Cool.
Well, I love what you call amadechi.
Amadechi. That's a Voltarian
Yes.
dish.
Which is cousin of palavassos.
Okay.
Cousin of Cotonnier. Which is, I can do it in different versions.
Okay.
Get enough of it?
Right.
Food taste and food. Oh, it gives me. I would like to have one before I leave.
Which one is that?
Okra soup.
Oh.
Okra soup. I hope I will get one before I leave.
All right. Would you like it slummy?
Yes.
Okay.
And
with what? What would you like to eat that with? Okay, great. With the wele and you don't like the
I
wele?
am more a rice man. I know you're not supposed to eat it with rice. Each time I order it,
Wait.
you have to.
Are you thinking of eating the okra? Okay, so you can have the stew.
Yes.
My dad used to eat okra stew with plain rice, white rice.
Okay.
So then you can have, but not the soup.
You must be a wise man.
Yeah, he was a wise man. But there's the soup and there's the stew. Yeah, you can still have the stew slummy, and you can still have, so then you are safe to do the stew.
No, I like Ghanaian food. I like Ghanaian food. Beyond the joke.
Okay, all right, then that's cool. When it comes to, what is that one thing about Ghanaians when it comes to our culture that fascinates you?
This ability to produce songs, music which appeal to the people beyond the borders. I'm really fascinated. Year after year, the Blackos, the Sarkodie, the other ones, they are producing new things. I don't know to explain it, because you are producing a very good song like Soja. From that.
Soja.
Yes.
All right.
And then you come up with something else new, equally or even better. I say, how do you come up with all those ideas? So this is the reason why they are artists and I'm small bureaucrat, but I'm amazed and I'm impressed.
Interesting. So you love the music, of course. That's key when it comes to the Ghanaian culture, which finds its way through all the melodies, and the drumming, the painting.
The ability of the youth and the talent to create new things, to create and to produce new things one after the other. This is really for me a source of amazement.
Right. What are you taking with you as you leave us here?
It's close to something, but I will take with me. This was a very rewarding journey.
Okay.
And the reason why it was rewarding is we have collectively, meaning the European Union, this office, my staff, and the Ghanaian counterparts and the university, we have reached together a methodology to move things forward. And this has been rewarding, because when you look back, there are so many things that we are leaving behind. And I hope they will make a mark, and they, in some instances, transform the lives of some of the people who have been working with us.
Okay. Now, I'm just curious about one thing. I'm wrapping up on this one.
It's been a long time you're right.
And that's each other for you. Listen, I want to find out.
He didn't get that.
Oh, he did. All the cameras are working, and this is not going to be edited. I want to find out, do you, European diplomats, is there a KPI in place guiding your work and your achievements and,
Yes, we have to be nice, effective, funny.
Okay.
I think
Results oriented?
no, KPI, it's not KPIs, it's you, so to get to the business of it, when you go and when you are assigned, you have which is called, like, all the ambassadors in the world, you have a letter of instruction, a letter of mission, whatever the vocabulary. And this spells out basically the objectives or the targets or whatever.
So there are KPIs in place to guide you to at least go about your work, or
it's not something which is quantifiable all the time.
All right.
You understand? And I believe that some of the most important things that we have to achieve are not something that you can count.
Really? All right.
You are speaking about perception.
Right.
You cannot count
Perception,
But
absolutely.
if I leave this country, living a better perception on what the European is and what the European Union is not, for me it's already a huge achievement. And this perception, okay, you can split it into a number of stories or whatever, but the perception, as you well know, it's something which cannot quantify. It's just a feeling.
All right. Last words. I didn't want to let go of you, but I also don't want to get all emotional. After our first encounter, which was the meal we shared just when you arrived, that's sushi. I don't want to talk about that. I did enjoy it. I had a great time enjoying the sushi. It was really nice.
I'm not happy that I was the one introducing the realm of sushi.
Yes, you did.
And you almost died.
Okay, now can we move on? All right, can we just wrap up and I leave here in peace?
When she grabbed the green wasabi, I did not realize she would have in full mouth.
Each one will make you stop talking.
I was almost screaming to say stop, but we didn't know each other well enough. I didn't want to be known. And I said, but this on your face.
I needed some air.
She filled me.
I needed some air. Our next encounter was in Brussels. You gave us the opportunity to explore and experience EU diplomacy, the center of EU. We were right in the center of the EU. We have that as part of our promo for our show. And that was outstanding. It's the experience you gave to us when you insisted, you guys are coming to Europe. Listen, I'm going to be in Europe around this time.
It was just legit.
It was just but you made it happen also. So we were very, we're looking forward to that experience. With you around, we felt very safe, so we could move from Switzerland, through all the other borders and eventually make it to Brussels. It was a very nice experience for us. And of course, I've never really had the opportunity to express my gratitude on behalf of my team, but I really want to say thank you so much for the exposure you gave us. And you create opportunities for everyone who comes your way. It's amazing how you do that. I have no idea whether this is part of your diplomatic skills or this is just, built in you. There's something about you that it's just humane and it's beautiful. So keep it up. Where's your next posting?
So now I can tell it out loud.
Okay.
I'm not going that far.
All right. Where are you going to?
I'm going to Côte d'Ivoire.
Oh, Abidjan. Okay.
So you and your team are welcome anytime.
I am coming to Abidjan. It will be my first time in Abidjan. So I would love the experience as well. I have a few friends who are there, working there. So it will be a great opportunity for us to experience Abidjan. This is Africa. So it's very nice to know that you are just here. We can just come and visit you, Well, thank you. Anything you want to say as I wrap up?
I would like to say a big thank you to you, through you, to the press, because unfortunately I cannot come and see each and every one, but the huge brotherhood and sisterhood of journalists who have, contributed as well to put us under larger visibility. I would like to thank as well the administrations, previous one, current one as well, for being tremendous partner to us. Because as I said, I will not insist too much on that. We are not conducting European priorities in Ghana. We are implementing shared vision and projects which are based on shared commitment. And this has been a very rewarding journey. I've learned a lot. Thanks to all the persons I've met as well. I've learned a lot on the job. I've learned a lot as well on the country. I've had very deep encounters, friendships that we will last forever. I've discovered the books. Which is something really, really hard. Inspire me. Highest respect for those guys who can, and those girls who can fight for 12 rounds, because you just want to try 3 minutes and you say, okay, this is a different ballgame. And I would like to say that beyond me, rest assured of the solidity of the commitment of the European Union to this very solid partnership between the EU and Ghana. I was privileged to be the face of Europe for 4 years. I've done everything possible to bring this partnership to what has been branded by one of the highest figures of the country as unprecedented level. Very proud of that. And I'm pretty sure that behind and beyond the person, the reality of the institutional relations and ties will last and will flourish, hopefully to reach even higher grounds.
They say you are a people's person. Do you believe that? Have I heard that from anyone?
Yes, I've heard that. Being polite, considerate, and believing that everyone has got the same level of dignity, is a people's person. I think, yes, I can be branded as a people's person.
All right. What are you to expect as you move to Abidjan? Anything yet, or until you get to the ground?
In this line of job, it's very important to be focused on your current mission till the very last moment, and then open to the next when your flight or when your car hits the new ground.
Are you familiar with the territory anyway?
I am familiar with West Africa because I was the head of service for Africa in Brussels. Each and every country has got similarities. I like to portray Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire like twin sisters, but like twin sisters, we are very, very similar with very, very deep differences. And I'm very happy as well because it's not always the same. It's same but different. And I'm pretty sure, I will be open to new adventures, new discoveries. And this is what makes this work really enriching personally and professionally.
Irchad, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Harriet.
It is always a pleasure, beyond a pleasure to have you on Diplomatic Affairs. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you for serving well, serving the people well. This is what true leadership is about. True leadership is about service. And I've never said this to you today. I'm making quite a number of confessions. We've learned a lot of leadership skills from you, yes, by being in your space. It's just the way you carry yourself. It's just the way you relate to people. The young, the old, everyone feels very comfortable in your space. And I think it's very, I don't know how you do it, like I said, but it's very, really, really inspiring to see the way you go about with people and work. And so thank you so much for doing this. You know, we'll do this again. Yeah. I'm not going to shed tears. I didn't shed tears. Want me to? Did I? Okay, so we have to stop talking, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us on this insightful, educative, and informative edition of the only show that brings you happenings in the world of diplomacy and international relations. Like I promised you, today's interview has been very relaxing, far from the usual hardcore politics when it comes to international relations. We also go down to get to know the people and share the people that we get to experience with you, because you are the reason why we find ourselves in this space. And of course, whatever it is that we gather out there, it is just to ensure that you're empowered, you have the right information. So that is why we do what we do. And we couldn't have gotten here or to this place without you being with us. Thank you very much. I know you will miss His Excellency a lot, but he's not too far from us. You know, he's just right here. We can always call him when we miss him. You didn't tell us he's coming. Do we have a man, a male or a female?
He's a male. He's an experienced diplomat.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure you will get along very well.
Okay, get along very, very well, and maybe forget about you, you know, in the...
The best thing is you forget about me, because it means
All right, thank you so much, guys, for watching, and of course, we look forward to seeing you same time next week. Enjoy the rest of our programs. Have a nice weekend.